In this video, I'm going to show you how to create better meeting notes using project.co. So let's jump into our demo account to get started. Firstly, why better meeting notes? Well, usually meeting notes are taken in a meeting in a Google Doc or in a notepad, and after the meeting, sometimes things are actioned, but oftentimes that information is just put in the past and people move on and forget about it. So what we have in project.co is a much better way to do this. You can take your meeting notes like you normally would, but then you can turn each part of the note into a task with an assigned person, an assigned date. You can discuss the action so that the action moves through your process and gets done. And I want to show you how to do that today. Okay, so as a starting point, let's create a new project. So if I go to create new and project, and then let's give this a more notey feel to it. So if we go to project image and add an emoji, I want to add a note emoji, and then let's add a cover image, choose Unsplash and see what we've got in notes. Okay, this one will do. And I'm going to call this project Managers Meeting Q1. And let's hit enter and our project's created. So first off, when you've got a meeting, you want to invite some people to it. So let's go to groups and people and we'll choose some people. And people I want to add today is Sebastian, Rohit, Naima, and let me see, Kiva. There we go. Okay, so I'll invite all those people. There we go, and if I click done, those people will now have an invite to invite them to this meeting note. So everyone's part of it, everyone can see the notes, and everyone can be part of the actions that follow as well. So for this meeting and for this project, we don't actually need to add any tools. We can do everything that we want to start with in the project description. So if I click start with a blank project description, typically you would use this now in the meeting. So you have your laptop, you are typing away during the meeting, adding your meeting notes. But for this project and for this demonstration, I've created a few meeting notes in advance. So I'm just going to paste those in. And what we've got here is a very typical manager's meeting style structure. So, we've got a review of last quarter. We've got an update for this financial quarter, campaigns to start, issues to tackle, and any other business. And as I said, typically you would write this down and some of these things might get looked at, but often things can just get forgotten because it's not in a place where you're reminded about on a regular basis. But with this, if you create a project for your meeting, for any meeting, doesn't have to be a manager's meeting, invite the right people, and then you've got all your notes that everybody can see. And what we can do from here is, if we see, look through the notes for the actions. Okay, so we missed revenue target by 2%. We've got a big project from XYZ Corp, help with profitability. 2 new hires should be ramped up by this financial quarter. Okay, so that's last quarter. This quarter, okay, we need to get the new hires up to speed. So here's an action. This is an action that somebody needs to take. So what we can do is we can highlight that. We can click into our Convert To menu, and we can go to our task text. So what this does is it converts that into a task. So what I want to do is I want to say, get new hires up to speed, and we want to assign a date to this. So let's say this needs to be done by the end of this month, or actually let's say this needs to be started by Monday. It needs to be assigned to Rohit, and we want to add a couple of people on as followers. So let's say Lexi and Sebastian. Okay, so it's simple as that. What we've said here is that we want to get the new hires up to speed. We've assigned a person, Rohit, and we've assigned a couple of people that are going to follow. So if we create and close that, now what we'll see in our note is that we have turned what is a note into a task. So we now have an action from this note. So now what we want to see is we want to make sure that XYZ Corp project runs smoothly. Okay, so we need to assign this to the person that's responsible for doing this task. So if I go into select Monday again, this needs to be started Monday, and we're going to assign Naima to this. let's add Lexi on as a follower again, just to make sure this is all followed. Here we go. So that's another action that we've got from this meeting. Now we want to get some job ads out for our hiring. Okay, so similarly, let's highlight. Let's create a task text. Let's put this on for Monday as a starting point. Let's assign Kiva, and again we'll put Lexi on as the follower, as the manager for this meeting. Okay, so now what you can see is that we've got a set of actions from this. We can take this further, but in the notes on its own by clicking in here. Maybe we have a file that we want to add, so let's upload a file to go along with this. I have a job spec, and now you see we've got a file attached to this note. So also quite conveniently, what we'll see here is that if we navigate down the project, a task tool has actually been created for this as well. So if we click into tasks, we'll see that we actually have a set of tasks created from this note. So quickly you can see how a set of standard meeting notes translates into a set of actions that will pop up in people's My Tasks on a, as they're due. And then those tasks can be moved on, they can be discussed. So if, for example, we have a conversation to talk to Rohit about the new hires, we can come in here, we can start the conversation in here, and we say, how is this going, Rohit? And we'll look forward to hearing back from Rohit when he gets that message. So I hope this shows you how simple set of notes can turn into actions, conversations, files, and it can make sure that all the actions that you have in every meeting are taken forward with an assigned person, dates, files, collaborate, and done in a collaborative way. I hope that's helpful, and if you have any questions about this, please get in touch with our support team. We'd be very happy to help.